Got my cutter, got my torch. Pour a beverage and I step out on the porch. Grab a cigar, I love that view. I guess it's time for another Poolside Cigar Review. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to another weeknight edition of Poolside Cigar Reviews with Kirk. Tonight I'm smoking an Aging Room T-112. This is a Thompson exclusive. I did a full review a while back, and it's a good cigar. I haven't smoked one in a long time, and I'm digging it. You know, I think I bought this box. I think it came a box of 24. This is the Torpedo, and I bought this box probably maybe a little bit less than 3 years ago, and I might have 10 left. So I've probably smoked 14, and it's wild how your sense of smell and taste really stick with you. You know, it's tied to memory. Because as soon as I lit this up, I was like, oh yeah, that's really familiar. And it's a good cigar, and it's aged very well. To this point, my only real criticism is it doesn't put off a ton of smoke, but it puts off a decent amount of flavor. You know, it's the major flavors I've been getting from it are, it starts off with a big blast of like bitter cocoa, but not unpleasant, just, you know, like an unsweetened, very dark cocoa. And it's got some earth that come in there, a hint of black pepper, and then on the finish you get like a toasted wood finish. To me, it comes across like a toasted oak. Very nice. And the age has treated this very well. You know, I mean, I've smoked a fair share of these, not a ton. Like, so this is probably my 14th, 15th, but over a 3-year period. It's not a ton. Overall, I'd say construction is pretty solid on these. You know, when I bought them, I got the box of, again, 24, and I think I paid maybe $60. I got it off of an auction site. It's Thompson's auction site. This is one of the last orders I made from Thompson, but their auction site isn't too bad. And these are definitely worth that price. If you can pick these up for around $3 a stick, I'd say go for it. It's a good cigar. And, I mean, it's not... Yeah, it's very good. I was going to say, it's not remarkable, but it actually is. It's I would put it in a very good category. It's not just a good cigar, it's a very good cigar. And the age has really done it well. I probably won't be in a hurry to smoke a ton more of these. I mean, I know I have a lot. I just don't grab them all that often because it's a 6-inch cigar, maybe 6 1/4. I just don't normally smoke big cigars like that, especially on weeknights. But it's really good. I certainly wouldn't hesitate to share it with a friend who enjoyed cigars. You know, frankly, I'd love to give one of these blind to a cigar snob and see what they thought, because I think it's a good stick. I used to think that this was much closer to the M356, and maybe it's the age. I'm just not getting the pepper that I feel like I used to get, but it's been so long. I've smoked on this for a while before I decided to grab a pairing. As you can see, this is a hell of a pairing. I wasn't paying attention. I poured myself a pretty healthy dram of Courvoisier VSOP Cognac. This was on my this is in my top 3 budget spirits of 2014. If you haven't checked out that video, it's on my top 5 budget cigars of 2014. I go through some spirits too. But it's nice because, like I said, this cigar is a little bit dry in profile. Not a lot of sweetness. And cognac, to me, it's you know, it's liquid candy. And the toasted oak kind of flavors go very nicely with this more of a more of a fresh oak, you know, some vanilla, honey, raisin. It's really nice. So yeah, this pig's a winner. You know, there's not much information online about the T-112. So here we go. Hopefully, if anybody's looking, they can find this video. Yeah, the cognac really brings out the woodiness. I dig it. We'll go ahead and knock the ash off. Perfect. A lot of times, just a quick tip for some of the newer smokers, after you knock your ash off, I find it's a good idea to give it a good double puff. And make sure that that wrapper is still burning all around the edge. Because a lot of times, if tunneling is going to start, for me, it's usually right after I ash. But you can see I haven't touched this up. Burn is pretty darn straight. Can't complain for the price. So I'm a happy guy. You know, it's a beautiful night. I've got a cigar. I'm checking out on Monday. How often do I do that? But the only other thing I wanted to mention tonight, and I'm not sponsored by Cigar. I use a ton of Cigar products because they're available. They've got great warranties, and in my experience, they're pretty high quality. Although, honestly, I don't have a lot of experience with other products. You know, I don't have any Colibri lighters or cutters. I don't have any St. DuPont stuff. Partially because I haven't needed to. I mean, I found a company that makes good products, and I've stuck with them. So, can't speak if it's better or worse than the other ones, but for me, it's perfect. And you know, when I cut the cigar tonight and I was smoking, I was thinking, you know, I've had this cutter, I don't know, 3.5 years now, and it cuts just as well as the day I bought it. I mean, you probably can't see it in the video, but I mean, that's a clean cut. Perfect, no complaints. So, you know, if my cutter ever crunches a cigar's head, it's usually because either I was stupid and did it wrong, pulling away, was moving while I was cutting it, or the cigar was just poorly constructed. Usually it doesn't happen, though. I mean, it's a great cutter. So I can't say enough good things about the Cigar XI1. If you're looking to get one, check out CBids, look online. You know, you can get them for about half price online, especially if you're not particular about the color. I bought this one in a store, and I think I paid $60 for it. Then I came home, and I started looking online, and I found the same cutter online for about $30. So don't make my mistake. Beautiful night. And if you're a whiskey drinker and you haven't tried cognac, especially if you like bourbon, like sweeter bourbons, give cognac a shot. It's not a drink that I want all the time, but there's just time when the moon strikes and you think, I want some cognac. And like I said, it's nice and sweet, and it's something good to have in your arsenal preparing with cigars. You know, tonight's no exception. I generally smoke about the first inch of a cigar before I grab a drink with it, unless I'm already drinking something. Tonight I wasn't. And I try to think about the flavor profile and what I think would pair nicely with it. So it's nice to have, you know, some bourbons, some scotches, some Irish and Canadian whiskey. It's nice to have a couple different beers in the house. Those always pair well. You know, I find with a lot of the fire-cured cigars, I like those with iced tea, or maybe iced tea with a little bit of lemon. But yeah, I like to smoke for a little bit before I pair. And every now and then I'll just get a cigar that'll scream cognac. So if you're trying to build a collection of spirits to pair with cigars, don't leave cognac off that list. And wine as well. But how often do I open a bottle of wine to pair with a cigar? Not often, because I smoke a lot of cigars on weeknights, and I can't drink a bottle of wine on a weeknight. Work would not be fun the next day if I did. Anyway, guys, I hope this video finds you well. Maybe I'll come back this week, I don't know, and for another weeknight update if time and weather permits. Then get at you with another weekend review because the weather was just bad. I mean, it rained all day Friday, all day Saturday, and then Sunday was actually beautiful. But instead of filming a cigar review, you know, my wife and I sat inside and watched a movie. You know, I usually film my cigar reviews while my daughter's taking a nap during the day, but my wife and I watched a movie instead. That was good too. So let me know. I'm really curious if anybody else out there has had a T-112, because there's just not much on them online. And I think it's a very good cigar. Sure, it's a Thompson cigar, and you can hate me for that, that's fine. But, you know, it's not bad. Not bad at all. And I think the Alec Bradley Retreat is another Thompson exclusive cigar that I really like. So, not all the Thompson cigars are duds. But anyway, I'll go ahead and leave you with that. I know I didn't have much to say tonight, so if you stuck around until the end, I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. So give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and leave me a comment. Love to hear from you. So that's it for me, guys. Until next time, keep your feet in the pool, a drink in your hand, a cigar in your mouth. Cheers.